This is 7.7, volumes of rectangular prisms. So volume is the measure of the amount of space a solid occupies. So it's how much space it takes up. And these are measured in units cubed, or cubic units. So that's where the little exponent here is a 3. So the volume of a rectangular prism is going to be the area of the base times height. So the area of the base is noted with a capital B, or we could use length times width times height. So the area of the base would be this pink area times the height, or you can use length, width, and height. When a rectangular prism is a cube, and we know a cube has all sides the same length, we can use volume equals S cubed, because that would be S times S times S. So that's a little shortcut. It's still the same process, just a different way to write it. So we're going to find the volume of each prism. Here, I'm going to start with my formula, and I'm going to plug in the information I know. The length is 3/4, the width is 1/2, and the height is 2/3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8, and then times 2/3. 3 times 2 is 6, 8 times 3 is 24. Now, I know that 6 is a factor of 24, so I'm going to divide each by 6. When I divide each by 6, my answer is 1/4. My units are meters, and it is cubed. So, for this next one, I see that each side is the same length. That means it's a cube. So, I can use volume equals S to the third. So that means 2 to the third power. So then I have 2 times 2, which is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So the volume of this cube is 8 inches cubed. On this one, I have 1 foot by 1 1/3 by 1/2. So plugging in my values, I'm going to change this 1 1/3 to an improper fraction. So you do 1 times 3, which is 3, and then add that to the numerator to make 4. So now I have that, and I can multiply 1 times anything, so this 1 is not going to change it. 4 times 1 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. These are both even. I can divide top and bottom by 2, and the volume is 2/3 feet cubed. Now I have another one, and plug in the information that you know into your formula. 7 times 4 is 28, and then I have 3/6. 28 times 3 is 84. 1 times 6 is 6. I can divide each by 6, and my answer is 14 centimeters cubed. Now we're going to find the missing dimension. So here I'm given a couple side lengths and the volume. So using my formula, plug in the information I know, and I'm going to be looking for what is the length, what is L. So I'm going to simplify, and 72 equals L times 12. Now this 12 is being multiplied by L, and so to undo the multiplication, I'm going to divide each side by 12, and 72 divided by 12 is 6. And my units are inches, so it is 6 inches. Alright, the base of a rectangular prism has an area of 24 square millimeters. The volume of the prism is 144 cubic millimeters. Make a sketch of the prism, then find the height. So, here's my sketch of the prism. So I just drew a box, and the area of the base is 24 square millimeters. That means this whole box here is 24 millimeters squared. And then I don't know the height, that's what it's asking me to find, and the volume is 144. So I'm going to use this formula. Volume is the area of the base times height. I could use length times width and know that length times width is the area of the base. This is just one step closer. So then I have 144 equals 24 times h. So divide each side by 24, and again, it is 6. My units are millimeters, so it is just 6 millimeters.